Hello, friends of Sudoku. I find myself having a little extra time this evening. It is Monday, and I'm looking at a hard Sudoku at the sudokuexchange.com website. There's a 7 blocking over and one more here, so here's a 7. Four is blocked down and over, so 4 must go here. Couple of 4s block over, 4 blocks down, so here's another 4, which blocks down, so does this blocks over, and the 4 must go here. Now we just need a 4 up in the corner, and we've got all the 4s. This 9 blocks over, this blocks up, one of these is a 9 blocking over, this 9 blocks over, therefore a 9 goes here. This 9 blocks down, this blocks over, so a 9 must go here or here. Therefore, no 9 can go in these two squares. This 9 blocks here, therefore 9 goes here. Now we got a couple of 9s blocking up and down, leaving just one square for a 9 in block 6, and that's here. This 9 blocks over, so does this, and this blocks down. Here's another 9. One more 9 in believe, 2 more 9s, and they have to go, of course, here or here and here or here. So we can't do much about them just yet. Here we are looking for a 1 and a 2. There's a 1 blocking up here, so the 2 goes here and the 1 here. 1, 2, and 5 for these squares, and we can't say much about those, except the 5 must go here or here. But we can say that a 5 must go up here, because this 5 blocks across, and this 5 also blocks across, and this 5 blocks up. So a 5 goes here. And this 5 blocks down, so does this, and this is another 5. Now we got 2 5s blocking across, leaving this square for a 5, and a 5 blocking up and down, and here's another 5. One more 5, I believe, yes. 5 blocks up and over, so here's a 5. These now must be a 1 and a 2. Here we're looking for a 2, 7, and a 6. The 7 blocks up, so a 7 must go here. And these now must be a 2 and a 6. And therefore, these two squares must be a 1 and an 8. This 8 blocks, so here's a 1 and here's an 8. Just 2 squares need to be filled here, and they must be a 3 and a 6. 6 blocks down, so 3 goes here, 6 here. And this square can only be a 2. So for these two squares, we are looking for a 7 and a 3. 3 blocks over, so 7 goes here, 3 here. The last digit in this block must be a 2. And this last digit in the row must be an 8. Which blocks down? This 8 blocks down, this blocks over, so here's an 8. What we're still looking for a 1 and a 2 here, aren't we? Yes, we are. And what about these 3 squares? They must be a 1, 2, and a 6. Here's a 6. No. Here's a 2, though. 1. No. Can't place anything there yet. But there's a 9 blocking down and 1 blocking over, so here's a 9. And that makes this square a 9 as well. Here we need a 2, 6, and a 3. 3 blocks down, so 3 goes here or here, and those 3s will block up here. This 3 blocks down, so here's a 3, which also happens to be the last digit that we needed for the column. So it was a cheap one. Here we're looking for a 6 and a 1. So across here, an 8 it seems, and a 6 and a 3. That's also not so simple, is it? No, it's not simple.
It's not so simple. It's
also here, not simple. Well, 1, 6, and an 8. We got a 1 here, we got a 6 here, and we got an 8 here. This square up here is interesting. I think it must be a 2. And it must be a 2 because it cannot be a 1. It cannot be a 1 because this 1 blocks here. So one of these squares must be a 1. And let's say it's a 2 because it cannot be a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So it is a 2. And that 2 blocks down. Therefore, this is a 2 and this is a 1. This 1 blocks over, so a 1 goes here. A 1 now must go in one of these 2 squares. But what's more important is that this square must be a 6, making this a 6 and this a 2. This 6 blocks down, so here's another 6. And the 6 blocks over, this 6 blocks down, so here's a 6. And these 2 6s block up, so a 6 goes here. We got all the 4s, 5s, 6s, and 9s now. And it should be possible to finish this puzzle quite quickly, I think. A 2 and a 3 here. Therefore, a 1 and a 7 here. And therefore, this must be a 2. Here across, we are looking for an 8 and a 3. The 8 blocks down, so here's the 3, and here's the 8. This can only be a 2 now, and these 2 must be a 1 and a 3. The 1 blocks down, so the 3 goes here, the 1 here. 3 blocks up, 3 blocks over, 3 goes here. Last digit here is a 7, which blocks over, making this a 7 and this a 1, which blocks over, making this a 1, and the corner cell must be an 8. That was another hard Sudoku puzzle by sudokuexchange.com. I hope you liked it and that you will come back for more. Bye for now.